Starting stream. Coming on. Oh, I got the title right. Title looks good. Title looks good there. Alright. Hello, everyone. It is Tuesday, I think. Yes, Tuesday, May 10th, 2016. I'm Dentral, and we're still playing Final Fantasy XI Online. Alright, because starting on time is for chumps. That's not true. We're in Dallas right now. Always in Dallas. The weather was a little bit ugly like 15 minutes ago, and I'll be honest, I was keeping an eye on the radar just to make sure there wasn't going to be hail or tornadoes or anything headed this way, because it's been one of them months. Something's not going good. I'm getting a bunch of drop frames here. Oh no, 6 drop frames, 7 drop frames. I don't know what happened there, but it looks like it's going better now, maybe? Double check this real quick here. Right click, that's not what you're looking for. Options, show video stats. Skip frames 57, frames per second 30. You wouldn't think that it would be skipping. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's dropped a lot of frames now. I swear it's one thing or another. Drop that out because that's the only thing that's different. Task manager, what the heck's going on here? 9% CPU, 22% memory, 1% disk, 0% network. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to stop the stream momentarily. I'll be right back. Well, I say that. Still waiting for this to go. Come back. Start the stream, and we'll see if this fixes itself up. Maybe, maybe not. Sorry about that, everyone. I'm just keeping an eye on OBS right now. It looks like it's doing okay. We'll find out. I wouldn't think that simply having... I mean, I've got... What's the button I'm looking at here? Window capture... Monitor capture. Monitor capture is what's turned on right now. That was the only thing that was different. I wanted to go over a couple things from the Play Online site. Not because y'all can't look up the Play Online site yourself, but, you know, FF11 or www.playonline.com, FF11 US index SHTML. First things first, return home to Vana'diel campaign. This one starts on Friday. Campaign period. Basically, it's if you used to play Final Fantasy XI and you left, but you're thinking about coming back, but you're not sure if you want to make that commitment or what the game's like. Come on back. Those who have the official Play Online Final Fantasy XI service accounts, whose accounts contract or characters for FF11 are inactive as of May 10, 2016 at 7:59 a.m. California time. Adventure through Vana'diel in comfort and style. Experience point and capacity point gains will be doubled throughout the duration of the Return Home to Vana'diel campaign. We were talking about this last week, but we couldn't remember where we saw it. Well, it was right here. And of course, it's 9 o'clock. The cats are going to go crazy. Sorry, I'm going to be distracted because cat fights. Last time, Mr. Tibble decided to jump up onto the desk and knocked the monitor like that way, and it wasn't until after the stream was over that I realized, why is the camera pointed at the ceiling? Learn to ride your very own crab. Acquire your very own crab item through this month's login campaign, which runs concurrently with the Return Home to Vana'diel campaign. You've spent days and nights hunting them. Now it's time to befriend them, like the tools they are. There's a quest in Upper Juno. It was a woman, Taru, I believe. She's in a Chocobo outfit. Talk to her. And raise your item level to 119 by completing a tutorial quest. Records of Eminence is undergoing a small update with new objectives providing a useful alter ego and guiding you on the path to increasing your item level. Completing all the objectives will raise your item level to 119. Players must complete the Records of Eminence objectives located in the basics category, starting with Alter Ego Valinaroll. Completing a basics objective, Alter Ego Jochum, will unlock the intermediate category. Log in for a limited time only. What if I can't log in? Have an account? Forget your Play Online ID? Click those buttons. Players must migrate their Play Online IDs to a Square Enix account. Read on for instructions. Did you delete your client data? No problem. You can download it for free. Square Enix just wants your monthly service fees. Notes concerning the Return Home to Vana'diel campaign. Actually, I'm going to back up a little bit. You know you're not allowed behind the TV, Miss Kitty. hate it when they don't listen to me. Cat, don't make me get up. Sorry. Notes concerning Return Home to Vanadil campaign. It's the fine print. Read the fine print, people. That's all I'm going to say. Scrolling up just a little bit, we got the Crab Club Arena. Need to check something real fast here. There we go. Zooming back into my head. The Crustaceans Cobbles Crab Club Arena 572. Dearest adventurer, do you realize how difficult it is to pin you down when you're off stomping brigands into the ground? Hello, mental ward. Happy Tuesday to you. At least I finally caught up. Here, a telegram. We bid all adventurers to come participate in our Crab Club Arena. Stop. You've bested them once, so why not take this time to make amends? Stop. You never know what new friends you might meet up with. Stop. The Crustacean Cabal, a branch of the Vanadil Chocobo Society. What's this then? An invitation to the Crab Club Arena? I wouldn't pass this up for anything. Click on for details. The Crustacean Crab Club Arena event is scuttling into Vanadil in celebration of Final Fantasy XI's 14th, they call it Vaniversary now. This special repertoire with our clawed companions is a bit tamer than other self-related shenanigans you may have been up to in the past, but our erstwhile Moogle... I'm going to have to increase this. It is so small. There, better. And good evening, Lanos. Happy Tuesday to you. Check this real quick. Nope, that's the wrong keyboard. Is it good? Yeah, it's still... Wasn't sure if I was getting my voice. Where was I? I forgot. It's a bit tamer than other shell-related shenanigans you may have been up to in the past, but our erstwhile Moogle compatriots are flailing about in worry nonetheless. To participate, speak with a Moogle in one of the following areas: Sandy, Bastalk, Windy, West Ronfar, South Boosterberg, and West Saruta. Oh my goodness. She's mounted a crab. Emotional states, and you influence your quarry's emotional state by performing one of the following emotes: synchronizing your gauges, and win its heart and mind. Wave increases the gauge. Cheer greatly increases the gauge. Point decreases gauge. Poke greatly decreases. You're probably going to want to make macros. Sally forth. Earn enough points, and you be able... There's a question mark right in there. And you'll be able to purchase your very own red crab mount. The red crab travels at the same speed as other mounts, but it's red, so that makes it better. Alright, that's the Crab Club Arena. What else we got going on? Adventure Appreciation Campaign. This was just dated yesterday. The following campaigns will be making their way to Vanadil on Wednesday, May 11th at... Wednesday, May 11th. That's tomorrow. At 1 a.m. California time. Campaign period, Wednesday, May 11th to Tuesday, May 31st at 7:59. Assault Neasel Isle Uncharted Area Survey Mysterious Item Campaign. That's the level 99 version, I believe. Pretty sure it is. Incursion Campaign. High Tier Mission Battlefield Campaign. Rise in Jima. G's Feet. Equipment Campaign. Abjuration Dial Campaign. Oh, that's awesome. The following special campaigns will also be active throughout the duration of the Return Home to Vanadil. So I was all excited to get ambuscade gear, but on blue, but it's not blue gear this month. That's just sad. Mental. I wish you hadn't told me that. I'm gonna like cry now. That's not true. Coffee's still too hot. When your coffee's too hot, just gotta add some more Jack Daniels to it. The following special campaigns will also be active throughout the duration of the Return Home to Vanadil campaign. So it's not part of the Return Home to Vanadil campaign, it's just going on at the same time. Chain experience bonus and chain capacity point bonus. Chain monstrosity bonus. Cats. Don't make me... You're gonna make me get up. Alright, that's fine. I'm getting up. Get in the bedroom. Oh, and the missus wondered why I don't want kids. Calm down. I swear. Sorry about that. So I went and bought a new sword for 100,000 and found out I need 50 job points to equip FML. 50 job points ain't that bad. That would be one of the shiny looking. It kind of looks like it was made out of Promethea, I want to say. I don't know the name of it. If you want, if you're on Quetzy, you can send it my way. I'll equip it. Actually, I don't know if Paladin can equip that sword, but yeah. Looks like this guy. Like a sword made out of him. Maybe. I might be thinking of something else. Bonus Bald campaign. Bald, something like that. Increased seal and crest drop rate campaign. Wild Skeeper Reeve campaign. It's not the blurred dent. Darn. Increased seal and drop rate. Wild Skeeper. Alter Ego Expo. Skirmish Stone. Arcane Glyph. Skirmish Frenzy campaign plus. Read on the details. Blurred needs SU2, which is 100 job points. I get those two confused. Blurred is better, though, right? Maybe. It is shiny. Yes, this isn't as hot as anymore. Alright, for those of you that like Mesolal Uncharted, the level 99 version, during this campaign, adventurers will have a chance to acquire new mysterious items whenever defeating a notorious monster on each floor. Incursion. During the campaign, monsters and notorious monsters will only drop grand coffers when defeated. Can you send cross-server? No. I don't think so. That would be cool, though, but... Actually, yeah, I mean, if that was available, then what would that do to the economy? Because, oh my goodness, I'm going to buy it cheap on this server, then take it over here and sell it for a lot, and then, yeah. High-tier mission battlefield campaigns. The number of personal drops in the following battlefields will be increased by 1. And players will receive either a Pluton case, a Pluton box, chunk of Bietsu case, Bietsu box, Rift, you know, it's like the same one that was last time. Ryzen Jima G's Fate Equipment Campaign. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing Gia's feet each and every time, but I'm Texan. Deal with it. An additional personal reward will drop from G's Fate, Notorious Monster Ryzen Jima, providing you with an extra chance to obtain their spoils. So people might actually go after killing Quetzalcoatl on the Quetzalcoatl server. Probably not, but it'd be neat. Abjuration Dial campaign. Receive a dial key abjuration once per day upon login with an exclamation point. This special key can be traded to a Gabi mystery box NPC in order to, that's right, spin the special dial and perhaps win a valuable prize. Daily tally will not be consumed upon spinning the wheel. Dial, not wheel. I was thinking Wheel of Fortune because it's kind of spinning it. Only characters for whom the last 45 days have passed since character creation are eligible to use the Gabi mystery box. Following special campaigns will also go live Friday, May 13th. Friday the 13th. Chain experience. Earn from double to 3 times the normal amount of experience. Earn from double to 3 times the normal amount of capacity points. Earn from double to 3 times the normal amount of experience points from the monstrosity stuff. Bonus bail because, you know, we don't have enough of that. Increase seal and crest drop rates because we don't have enough of those. Wild Skeeper Reeve campaigns. During this campaign, Wild Skeeper Reeves will undergo the following changes to make them more accessible. The required fame and beld cost of the key item required to participate have been reduced. Enemies will drop 2 pinches of high purity beld. Enemies will drop Mall coupons AW-WK. The respawn times for the following notorious monsters have been reduced. Those guys. Not even going to try and pronounce it. Alter Egos will receive the following improvements for the duration of the campaign. Maximum HP and MP increased by 50%. Alter Egos have stronger resistance to status ailments. So maybe they won't be put to sleep. And then Skirmish Stones and Arcane Glyptics campaign. Engraving the following items with Arcane Glyptics will yield better results than before. Whole bunch of stuff. Skirmish Frenzy campaign plus skirmishes will undergo the following changes. Personal treasure coffer ranks will increase much faster. Spawn rate of those thingies will be increased in Alluvian skirmish. The spawn rate of Balamore's adumbration will be increased in skirmish. York-Wield vials of Transluri will always be obtainable in skirmish York-Wield. Vials of Transmalang are more. I'm embarrassing myself by translating some of this stuff. And the spawn rate of Heartwings will be increased in skirmish York-Wield and Outer Raz-Kazan. That's the, those are the campaigns. Well, some starting tomorrow, others starting Friday. The May version update has arrived. Like I said, there's a ton of stuff. Event related, battle system related. New records of elements objectives have been added. New designations have been added. The new battle content known as Master Trials has been added. Master Trials are incredibly challenging battle content against the most powerful notorious monsters seen to date, intended for those who are able to stretch the limits of their jobs to the utmost. This is endgame stuff for the end, you know, those. How do you farm job points personally? Most of the ones I do, or I get from Dynamis, believe it or not, because I do a lot of farming there. If you pick the higher level mobs, about half of them will drop capacity points. They don't drop a lot, but if you're going to do a lot of farming there, you might as well go after those guys. I think they also have a higher drop for coins and journeys. What else was going on? Also, there is this one spot outside of Leafalia that's got some rams and some sheep, and the capacity points on them are okay. It's not great, but I mean, if you're going to solo it, that's it. I usually farm in Woolgates, but it requires some WRV clears I don't have yet. And if you can get into Ryzen Jima, and you can actually survive it, I mean, you can actually survive soloing some of the mobs there, then I was actually quite surprised at how much capacity. Like 8K, I think, is what some of them were. No, it wasn't that high. Might have just been 2,000. It was a lot. It was a lot more than what we normally get. So there's going to be a ton of players, I think, in Ryzen Jima taking advantage of this. And if you can get into that, yeah, I'm not able to do WRV yet. No, I'm not the only one then. Okay, requirements for participation. Be in possession of the Treatise of Monochrome key item. Players joining the instance must be in possession of this key item. Be of a main job level 99 and have achieved job master status. Wow, this is going to be just for those that have all of it working on the quest now. Okay, so this looks cool. I don't know if you can see the picture, but there's Odin, and there's also Alexander, and a whole bunch of folks standing in front of them, and yeah, joining the fray. Ambuscade has undergone the following adjustments. This is probably big. A new currency known as Gallantry has been added. Badges of Gallantry can be earned by clearing Ambuscade and intense Ambuscade while on a party. Gorpa, Masorpa, and Mahora will sell players various items in exchange for badges of Gallantry. Gallantry will be reset with each version update. Intense Ambush. Alright, content level 109, which is probably the only thing I might be able to take part of. Party of 6, party of 2. Oh, you would have to be in a party of 2. I might be able to do that. Probably not. And new items known as Abjurations needles have been added. These items can be used to augment equipment purchasable with hallmarks. Needles enable the players to switch between augments obtained by Abjurations thread, dust, sap, while the main ranks of said augmentation. How do you get into it? That's what I'm looking for the change. Certain items purchasable with accumulated hallmarks have been changed. Quite a bit of it. Canceling a reservation. Here we go. Entering Ambuscade. Examine the Ambuscade tome and select the type of Ambuscade and difficulty level thereof. You will be automatically registered if the system detects that there are no issues with the layer, area, or registry player character. A message will display for the registrant. When the combat zone is ready, examine the Ambuscade tomb within 3 minutes to join the fray. Okay. So you can go AFK for up to 3 minutes. Following jobs have undergone adjustment. Summoner, the maximum effective summoning magic skill for the ability Elemental Siphon has been raised to 700 at a summoning magic skill of 700. The amount of MP restored will be 680. Alter egos may now be called forth in the following battlefields: those who lurk in shadows, an ode of life bestowing. I was so hoping that we'd be able to bring alter egos into Limbus, but not this time. New items have been added. Looks like a sword, maybe a feather, maybe a combination of two. New furnishings have been added, no picture. New synthesis recipes have been added. And certain superior items may now be purchasable by an NPC. Antonia in Upper Juno now says Superior 1 equipment in line with this adjustment. The items sold by Umuna in the same area have also been adjusted. So, Mithril, Oak Cudgel, Iron Arrows, post adjustment. Oh, what they used to be, and this is what it is now. Neat. Items sold by this lady. Okay, so she just got her old stuff in addition to this lady's stuff, so, alright. Following items may now be delivered. Yay! We can now inbox Forgotten Thoughts, hopes, touches, journeys, steps. This is so awesome, because now I don't have to actually meet up with Songarthol. It is... I'm going to mispronounce this. Yo, Dentral, long time no see. There, alright. I'm going to call you Tom. Big Tom. The real Big Tom. I just have to read it backwards. Happy Tuesday to you. It has been a while. The effects of the following items have been added to their help text. Oh my goodness. All this food. Alright. Additional items are storable via the Portal Moogle. Storage slip. A Kitu shirt. I don't know what that is. And storage slip 23. I don't know what this is either. It looks Far Eastern, so it probably drops off somebody, but maybe not. And system related, a new system for storing crystals has been added. This looks cool. An NPC located outside various guilds will store elemental crystals and clusters with a total of 5,000. Really couldn't do 9,000 Square Enix. That would have been so neat. Or 9,001. For each element. Storage NPCs. This is where they're going to be located. Storing crystals. Speak to the ephemeral Moogle and hear what he has to say. Don't tell me it's a quest. Probably a quest. Trade crystals or clusters to the ephemeral Moogle. When trading multiple types of crystal or clusters, they will be accepted in the following order: fire, ice, wind, earth, lightning, water, light, dark. The crystals count as one crystal, while clusters count as 12. The trade will be cancelled if it would put the total at more than 5,000. Withdrawing crystals. Speak with the ephemeral Moogle and ask to have crystals returned. The Moogle will inquire to which element you would like. Select the appropriate one. Designate the number you would like to receive, or instruct the Moogle to return as many as you can hold. You can trade all at once. Even better. Clusters will be given instead of 12 crystals whenever possible. You will not receive crystals if the number you designate would put you over the limit of free space in your inventory. Selecting as many as you can carry will provide the player with stacks of clusters to fill their inventory, with the remaining slot being filled with any odd number of crystals, 11 or fewer. How's FF11 doing? We got a new version update. And it looks like it's just got a little bit of everything for everyone. As soon as I said that, it looks like my deal just went down. I'm going to see if I can reload the page, and we'll see what happens there. Alright, back to this. New currencies have been added. Fire crystal stored, ice crystal stored. Oh, currencies added to the menu. So again, actually just check your menu to see how much you got. The following terms have been added to the auto-translate dictionary: ambuscade and mount. Well, we're going to have so much fun with that. Resolved issues, various issues with incorrect NPC dialogue. The issue with the battlefield, the Moonlit Path, where in being knocked out by the black magic spell Impact cast by Fenrir Prime, would erroneously cause debuffs to persist despite being knocked out. Blah, blah. The alter ego Shantoto 2 will not perform Magic Burst with Scission or Reverberation skill chains. Well, should be doing Light or Darkness anyways. Sorry, that was catty. Used temporary items may be returned to the player under certain conditions while in Estia areas. Text overflows in Ambushad Primer Volume 1 and 2 Records of Eminence Objectives. The effects of weight and bind do not properly affect players while mounted. The order of attribute in certain food item help text is incorrect, and players may occasionally be unable to teleport when using Nexus Cape under certain conditions. I've never been able to use the Nexus Cape, period. Alright, login campaign. This is the one y'all been waiting for. Alright, this month's special item is a musical crab. The blue one, not the red one. Red one's from an event. Your very own crab mount available for 500 points. Last points obtainable on Thursday, June 2nd at 7 a.m. Points exchangeable until June 9th at 7 a.m. And remember, You had at least 1,500 login points from last time. They'll carry over this time. 110 points will get you the normal stuff. 100 points. We got some visages, Damian ring. Okay, Corrigan suit. That might be neat. Corrigan mask. I think I already have. Lycopodium mask. I don't think I have that one. So these might be cool. Crab for 500 points. Or a Shantoto 2 for 500 points. This is big, people. This can't... Here. Open link in new tab. That is what the picture looks like. This is big. You have to get Shantoto number... Well, you don't have to get Shantoto number 2, but... I'm getting her on all my characters. I'm not sure I'm going to get the mount for everybody, but definitely getting this one. Melodious Plans, Timber Case, Machinery Kit. These three things put together will make another, not another, but the Orchestron, the item in your Mog House where you can play music. And if you didn't get it during the last, I want to say Christmas event, but they don't call it Christmas in FF11. They call it Star Bright Festival. Anyways, if you didn't get it from that, you can get these three things for 750 points each, which is kind of pricey. And I think you have all three to make. Pot of Wards. See what that says. A furnishing that can be placed in your Mog House. Probably looks like a pot with wards on it. And all these other torsos and visages. And Wailing Stone +1. 1,000 points will get you the Mog patio plans. If you missed out on that last month, like I did, get this. Caliber Ring, which is neat. That gives you 3 charges for increased experience points. 150%. You add that into addition to the Welcome Home campaign, it's going to be crazy. Facility Ring, I think, does the same thing, but with capacity points. Also 3 charges, which is a little pricey for 1,000 points, but oh well. 1,500 points will get you your Savory Shank, Sweet Tea, and Red Pondweed if you still need those guys. And yeah. Cancel. I'll just X the button here. And that's it for topics. That only took half an hour. Oh, and while I've got this up, let's just go ahead and type up FF11 Sky God Art. We're going to go to images, and I don't... hopefully there's not going to be any naked photos. Sometimes there is. Be increased. That's way too small. What else do we got? X button here. This is me not being prepared. I only thought I was, but, you know, things happen. And it doesn't really seem to be going the direction that I want it to, but click and click. Page can't be displayed. Oh well. I've got it someplace else. See if I can find it real fast there. Oop. He's spinning around. Pictures. FF11. Here we go. Alright, that's a little bit better. So, I mean, it's still not perfect, but that's just the way it goes. I'm going to turn off monitor capture now. Click it 7 times, and it'll eventually go back to Cyndaquil. Alright, so, like the title says, that's the wrong controller. We're supposed to be farming Sky right now. There is... She's almost got a full set to pop. We got Spring of the East, Gem of the East, and a Springstone South. We're missing the one that goes with South, which I believe was Faust. He drops the Summerstone. Alright, so we need to go after Faust. And yeah, she's got enough for everything else. Dent, on the other hand, he's only got 6 items, so he's also missing a Summerstone. And he's got this screen so small now that I don't know if I'm going to be able to read what he's got. Got Gem of the East, he's got Springstone, Gem of the South, Autumn Stone, Gem of the North, and the Winter Stone. So he's missing a Gem of the West, and also... Really? Autumn Stone? I got the Autumn. Okay. We're going after Faust. I'm also going to put my regular shoes on. Equip button here. Let's go ahead and get the Epona's ring there. Plunderer Poulains. That's not how you say it. And... search all friends. And if somebody sent me a tell in-game while I had the Alt tab on, I apologize. Credentials who we're looking for invite is what we're wanting to do. We're going to slash type join on the dent. In the party now. We'll select an area to exit to Port Sandy. Aren't the Abjuration and Farming Sky Gods very gimp now? They are so gimp. Like, you can't even believe. It's like completely and utterly waste of time, money, effort. And that's why we're doing it. Because we want them all. Just to say, you know, everything that drops in Sky, gear-wise, that can be stored on a Moogle slip, I want to say I have it. But yeah, that's so totally true. That's why it's also real easy to farm now, because very few people go there. Trying to think, is there anything in Sky that is actually decent at 99 still? I'm trying to think accessories. I don't think so. I think some of the sea torques are still valid, even at 99 for like macro pieces and stuff. I'm gonna do Whence I Came, and I gotta get Dent next to Cyndaquil here, and I'm also going to turn off. Actually, I'm going to keep the names on because we are farming. Makes it a little bit more easily. Select an area to exit to Port Sandy. Yeah, I do it. I used to love doing Sky. I think Kirin's W legs are still good. There you go for the movement for Paladin and Red Mage, and I'm on Paladin quite a bit. Something in my coffee. Ew. Oh well, it's not going to kill me. Cheers, everyone. Alright. Dance outside. Cyndaquil's right there. Follow button. Assist button is good. So we're just going to go on up to, where do I want to go for this one? Go down the center. Select an area to exit to travel to another home point, current region, northern Sandoria. By the home point. Yes, please. 12 hours signet, that's plenty. Dent. Follow, please. Goes so much slower on this computer. We want current region. We want northern Sandoria. Home point number 1. Yes, I've been playing FF14 since Christmas. It's superb. We were playing, by we I mean Lano, Steodin, and myself. We were playing 14 for the month of April. Only got up to level 30 something, enough to get Monk, and I like the Chocobo racing. I thought it was very good. The graphics are very awesome. The quest, not so much. I think everybody basically told me was they just hit the enter key whenever they were questing to get it done as quickly as possible. I wanted to read it at least for the first time through. You know, I can understand second time through, skip it. But yeah, I was still having my main is Monk. There you go. Monk is so awesome. Alright, where were we going? We're going to Ruan Gardens using tabs. Kitty. What are we gonna do with you? Click the book, Dent. Traveling, teleportation assistance. Flag. Rises alert. Ruan Gardens. Travel using tabs. Nah, read the story, it's cool. Alright. I mean, there was so... I mean, maybe it wasn't the main storyline that was really making me go... Sandoria's got it. I think Sandoria's in first in Conquest this week. Yep. Sandoria first place. Bastok second place. Windurst is in last! Actually, the Beastmen are probably in first place. But, yeah, they got Durfland and that other place. Hey, look, there's another player. Mokishan. Alright, so... Follow. And we're going to run over here. Let's go ahead and get some assistants out. Let's do... Who do we want? We just need a healer. Nobody else. Alright, this will get us there. Because this is easy. Yes, I'm just going to run down the center, see if maybe Despot will pop. Probably don't need them, but yeah, FF11 is still my most... I'm going to go with fave game ever. There we go. But I can't play it anymore because they shut the Xbox servers down. Really? Because here's how I understand. I mean, if you can play... How are you playing 14? Is it on a PlayStation 4 or 3? Or do you play it on a PC? Because if you play it on the PC, I've got a story for you. But who else is here? Curiosity. Search area, current area. Okay, well, it's... I said that nobody ever comes to Sky anymore, but I would have been wrong. Boom, 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 boom. Got the assist button ready then? Yep, PS4. Okay. And yeah, if you ever get a PC or ever want to start playing FF11 and 14 on the PC, then you can still keep playing 11. But you don't even really need that powerful of a PC, and you don't even really need to repurchase all the game content because Square Enix will let you download it for free. Wow, that's a lot of robots. Alright, then. Need some assistance here. Alright, I did see Treasure Hunter proc one time on these. Not that we really need to be procking, but... hindsight, I should have gotten Shantoto out. It would have made it a lot faster to kill these guys. These things happen. Oh well. Zoom out just a little bit there. I'm going to keep an eye out. Ability, weapon skill, hail and edge, just to keep all the hate onto me. Let's get a ton of plus 500 damage kills. Go, Dent, go! If anybody sees Deathspot pop and I'm not attacking him, let me know, because I forget to go after that guy sometimes. Ability, weapon skill, hail and edge. I pissed off one to the side, didn't I? This happens. Alright, who's gonna go after me now? Assist. You get mounts now in FF11? You do! And you don't even need like a special necklace or anything like that to get them to summon. It's just under the abilities now, mount. And if you're in a region that has mounts, then the Raptor is the default one. Tiger we got with login points last month. And we're going to have 2 crabs this month. A blue one that you get with login points and a red one that you get during an event. I don't remember when the event says. I'm going to just get a few more DPS here. I'm going to go down that left wall real fast here. Really all we need is Shantoto. Shantoto, where? There she is. I'm going to like blow these things up real fast. Let's get Tenzin out too, just because melee and he doesn't do as much AoE as I do. Yeah, it's kind of neat. Especially if you just want to fool around. The, Tenzin, where are you? There he is. The, Tiger one, I think is really cool looking because I only tried it on a female character and she sits on it sideways. Silly, but in a way that I love. And non-amigo, because more Mithra is better. Alright, Dent. Keep up. Like I said, I don't think we need the drop from Despot. I'm pretty sure we already have it. But he usually pops in 1 or 2 pulls. Not always. I mean, if somebody else killed him like 2 hours ago, then that's going to be an issue. But and it'll also give me some time to remember how to even get up to what's his name? Mount? No, weapon skill. Hail and edge. This will keep everyone on me. Yeah, they're definitely going to start dying a lot quicker now that we got trust NPCs out. Or dead. Here comes a cure. They're going to die faster than I can get cures out on them, aren't they? Yep. First world problems. I guess I'll do a curing wall. There we go. Thank you, Apururu. Unlike Korumoru, you never fail me. 2 more. 1 more. Assuming that, you know, Despot doesn't pop. Have to wait for all the little groundskeeper names to despawn just to be sure. But I think it's pretty safe to say that if he was going to pop, he would have popped by now. I remember when I used to do this on level 117 gear, I'd only be able to pull 5 for half the row at a time. And now I'm glad to say that I can actually pull the whole thing. If I was on Paladin, I could probably pull both sides, but you're going to risk getting animation locked. You got that many mobs on you. Let me rephrase that. I would risk getting animation locked when I have that many mobs on. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, because I probably am. To get up to Faust, I need to go to the right, don't I? I want to say it's correct. But I'm not 100% sure, because it's been that long. There was one time that we weren't farming Faust, but he was up. We're like, we should go after him. It was like, no, we really needed to go all the way up because we were going after, I think it was either Mother Globe or the other spawn dude that's at the top there. Names. And her white mage, poor thing, her re-raise wore off just as she was trying to sneak past Faust, and he got her, and he was camping her. And she's like, I need a raise. And everyone was like, if we cast raise, we're going to aggro everything around you, including Mr. Faust. And she's like, and we're telling her, you need to just suck it up and home point. And she's like, no, I refuse to home point. Somebody raise me. And there was a lot of bickering back and forth. But got a raise, and I don't remember how many other people died trying to keep Faust off her long enough to accept it. But, yeah, one of those things. Let us see. I was looking for Shantoto number 2. Number 2. There it is. As far as I remember, it's accessible through the northeast island, but I can't remember. Alright. I don't remember either. Just going to run forward and see what we bump into. See if any of it looks familiar. Do we need anybody else? No, I think Shantoto and a healer be all that we need. You don't want to kill him too quickly. We'll be able to get Treasure Hunter applied. Alright, so we're going to turn this way. I have movement enhancing boots, but Dent doesn't. It's something I need to get for Dendril. Movement speed shoes. Eventually. I also have to do wide turns, otherwise Dent might get stuck. It's not that he might get stuck, he will get stuck. That's what he does well. Auto follow into a wall. He's like, you AFK'd into a wall with auto run on. Well, I'm assuming that you have. I think most players have. There was a player called Oob. And at the time, I didn't know that Oob was from, I believe Dragon Ball Z is what I was told, because I haven't watched Dragon Ball Z yet. It's on the list. So many things are. And, I was like, Oob is the name you make when you flee into the wall. Alright, so... not what I thought it was going to be. Click button. FF11 Sky. Images. Sky Fortress Bahamut. No. Although that would be neat, wouldn't it? This is all pixelated stuff too from earlier games. Because I did put FF11 Sky map, and yeah. Grand Gardens, all the elementals. Now let's just go back to my cheap little thing here. Despot, drop Scarecrow Scythe, Oblation, Abjuration, and Gem of the West. That is what I need, right? Gem of the West on items. I'm gonna go one way, and it's gonna be the wrong way. That happens. Gem of the North. Oh, I do have a Gem of the West. Which one am I missing? Springstone? Gem of the South? It's whatever goes with Gem of the South, then, right? Right? Summerstone. That's what drops off Faust. What was it? I was looking at Despot because they look alike. And yes, I guess that makes me racist against Arcana. I'll deal with it. Alright, Ruava 2, L4, F11, pop 3 to 6 hour spawn. We're just wasting time now. Sorry. Click off the sneak, reapply the sneak, click off the sneak, reapply the sneak. Alright, you can either go north or you can go south. I'm gonna go north. And it's probably gonna be wrong. And Dent is not following now. Because reasons. This way. Also because the door is open. That's very important. Someone's going to tell me, it really doesn't matter which way you go. They'll both take you to the same spot. Which is very possible. But these are just things that I don't know. Should know. And I'm willing to bet he only drops one Summerstone at a time. That would be a guess. This kind of looks like the room that we fight, what's his name in? Yep. Next time we're gonna go south. Follow. Start following. Good. I mean, it's like completely empty, so it's like, this is the room that we fight. Yeah, he dropped 2 now. Even better. Even better. 4 strange insignia have been etched into the wall, each pointing to one of the cardinal directions. You are not ready for the trial that awaits you. Return when you can show proof of your worth. Huh. This looks like the room that we fight. He has a name. I'm waiting for it. It's coming to kirin in. But I always thought we went into the other room for the tower to the west or left. Yes, the left tower is where I always go to get the kirin to drop. So maybe you can get kirin from either one? 2016, and you think I would have known this by now. That's kirin's room. Now where am I? Now we're back at the front door. We're on Gardens. Yep, so I guess we'll go out the front door and we'll try south next time. Follow. Spectral Jig is still up. Yep. Hopefully it'll let me. Watch the door be closed. I'm back in. I'm not even really worried that if I do aggro these guys, they'll be like, whiff. Whiff. It's closed. They changed it ages ago because it was a nightmare to get to kirin. I don't know about a nightmare. I guess it'd be a nightmare if you were running late and everybody was waiting on you. Then yeah, I could see that. But that's why I always want to show up early. And like, am I going to get lucky this time? I was usually one of the first or second players there. I don't know why I took off sneak. I'm sure I have reasons. Can't get out the damn way. Okay, it is open. So this way should flee. Just piss Dent off. It was a nightmare because it was random to get to him. It was. Well, it's not so much. I mean, it would either send you to the kirin room or it would send you elsewhere. And then you'd be like, dang it, I gotta try again. You can just exit out like I'm doing here. Run back in. There were so many things that we used to try and figure out because we didn't think it was random. We wanted to say it was, I think Dent just got aggro. Yep. Aggro train. It's like, we were always looking at the time on the clock. You gotta step on it at the right time. Not necessarily click the accept button at the right time, but it was stepping onto the platform. And then if you get that right, then it would take you to the right spot. And I don't think that actually did anything, but it was some of the stuff that we tried. Part of me wants to kill that stuff that's facing down. But the other part's like, you already spent half an hour reading clown line stuff. Odd number on the clock was old school thought. Yeah. Yeah. Gave you something to try. Then you still alive? Alright. So let's try this again. Follow. No, you can't follow her yet. How about now? There we go. Early Shell did that also. Oh, the good old days. Back when monks used to sub White Mage for boost and Chakra. Not Chakra, sorry. G-Blast! Because we just didn't do that much damage in our hand-to-hand skills. Alright. So basically I'm going to do the exact same thing again. I'm going to leave Dent at the entrance because he's just slowing me down. I can use Flee this way, and I'm pretty sure I don't need Dent to speed it along, but never know. Alright, so, and I think he'll still be close enough to be able to get treasure as long as he's in the zone, I would imagine. Alright, so Flee button, followed by Spectral Jig, new shoes, wasting time on our Flee, but, you know, we don't actually aggro everything. So if at first you don't succeed, Flee again. And I think I'm going to have to open up a door. No, I might not have to. No, I might not have to. That's not how you say that. How I said it. Up the platform. 10:13. It switched to 10:14 as I was waiting for the menu to pop up. And now we're going to go southeast. Since that's the door that's open this time. Map. Yep. We'll see where this takes us. I'll cross my fingers, hope it's right. Boom, boom, boom. Probably not gonna be. It's okay. We'll figure it out. Click. Yes. Probably just doing everything wrong, aren't I? Well, there's only one telepad here, so let's see where it goes. Hopefully up, up, up. Okay, there's an oral pot. Alright, this looks a little bit more familiar. First, now, do I go left or do I go right? Go left first. Since we don't know where we're going. F11. Going to be... This is... that way. I think. We're going to start off by going southwest because the door is locked. Here we go. You look blue. Open, open, open. Oh, that's yellow. Sorry. Yeah, it looks good. Alright. Now it's blue. Press these things all day. Flee. 1 minute, 44 seconds left on Flee. So sad. A thief that doesn't get to Flee is not up to their full potential. Boom, boom, boom. Lots of blue doors. Letting you know. It's like the third blue door that we've passed through. I wonder if you can actually go back down. Alright, hopefully this will take us into the line of hallways. Little stuff on the side. I should probably summon Trust NPC now. Map. Yeah, this looks like the right floor. but I don't see them. Alright, just in case. Trust. Apururu. Watch this pot aggro me. They're not supposed to magic aggro, not to trust magic. We'll watch that be a unintended consequence of the May update. There's Shantoto number 2. So, map? If I remember correctly, if I go this way, this will lead to the area that we kill the pots to get the key item. I think. I don't remember. It's been that long. Maybe not. Probably the bottom one you need to be in. Probably. I'm just going to run down to here. Then we're going to run to the right. There we go. And then while we're running in this direction, I'm going to do wide scan. And this will be where we find Mr. Faust. There he is. Yep. On the other side. Crack. Alright. Can't get there from here, can we? Nope. Well, maybe. I'm trying to remember which way does this go, and then which way does that go? This, or it can be that. We're going this, since we're right here. Yes! I should send Dentral by himself. With no trust NPCs. Yep. Meanwhile, this is probably where... Mother Globe? Yeah. Or the other one. That we don't need at the moment. At least I don't think we do. It's gonna be one of those things like, oh, dang it, I should have killed that stuff. Oh, yeah, this is where Mother Globe hangs out. She's up! Dent's in the same party. I don't know if we, he needs any drops from her, but just in case. Nothing's gonna drop from her because we probably have everything. It happened. Was no longer stunned. Maybe we should have brought more than Shantoto. Alright, Apururu. This is why I brought you. For the cures. Zone Dent in. Yeah, he's in the zone. He's just probably not close enough to any drops. What do we get? Oh, libation, abjuration. We probably both already have the drop. I don't even know what it is that she drops. Alright, so next time we're gonna go to the right. And then see where that takes us. I wonder if Dent can lot on the abjuration. Yeah. That's the one that make first beverages, but yeah. He's not in the zone though. I think he is. He's not on the floor. I get that. But yeah, he's in Ruin Gardens. No, he's not. Because he was able to lot on the libation abjuration. I'm gonna need to click that door open, aren't I? Probably. But yeah. No, I left him right at the zone line. C button. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Oh, I didn't see his zone in. Yeah, it's... He ran in behind me, and then I just left him behind as a doorstop. Well, he's not even acting as a doorstop, really. He's just kind of... kind of AFK. Because he was slowing me down. Alright, so we're going to try this again, now that we're 1 hour into the broadcast and we still haven't... Well, that's not true. We did kill one notorious monster. My treasure hunter got him a libation abjuration. Did it drop for him? It does. Yep, Dentral obtains a libation abjuration. Kill this one groundskeeper. No, I don't. No, I don't. Cool. Didn't want you to lose drops. Yeah. It's like watch Despot actually pop and be all like, shoot, I gotta get Dent out of here. We're into the same zone. I don't know. I think Dent even has Despots. We need Gem of the West, and I'm pretty sure that's what he has. Item. No, he's missing the Despot one. Okay. Well, next time that we bump outside, we'll run that way. Alright, Flea. Flea's not available. Alright, well, Trust. Who do you trust? I trust Shantoto number 2. And Apururu of the Unity Coalition, something like that. For reasons. And then Spectral Jig. Here they come. I don't know why I like doing all my trust NPCs as Taru, but yet I don't like to play as a Taru. Maybe I just like all my maybe I just like my avatar being taller than those around. Probably why we don't like playing with Song anymore. There was a Dentrol 1.0. This is going way back. This was on the Mrs. account back when she was playing FF11, and I was like, I want to play this. This looks awesome. She was like, well, you can't play at the same time. I'm like, well, when you're at work, then I already forgot. South, where we were gonna go. Yes. Then I'll just play it, and then that's when I made the first Dentrol. And you know the age-old question: which height do you want to be? Do you want to be short? Do you want to be medium? You picked Mikote in 14. The very first character, yes, that I played on. I think the very first character I played was or created with the customization thingy. Ended up being Raphael or the Taru. And what I wanted to do for the very first day was actually just look at all the different options, see something that I truly enjoyed, and basically the Mithra one was the second one. I was like, this is going to take forever because there are a ton of options. But yeah, I was not anticipating all the panty shots that game would provide with the Mikote. Alright, so this time I need to go south. Let's go south. Okay, this time we need to click this thing. This better be yellow. There we go. Yellow it is. I mean, she's very cute. She's very bouncy. We try to make her as similar to Cyndaquil as possible. But since you have to pick 2 names in 14, you just can't keep one, then we decided to stay with the Pokemon theme and went with, instead of Mega Cyndaquil, because I don't think starter Pokemon can get a Mega Stone. Please be on the south side of the map. I don't remember this one. When in doubt, go south. It's like, I don't remember this. Are we lost again? We're probably lost again. South, south, south. Okay, this part's starting to look a little familiar, but now we're going to keep following. Is it yellow or is it brown? I think most people call it yellow. It looks a little brownish to me. We're going to pop in the exact same room with Faust, and he's going to, like, instant aggro. And oh no, I think this is going to kick us outside now. Excuse me. Pardon me. You didn't hear nothing. Sneak wore off. Should have gone north. Alright, where are we? Okay. Let's go south again. Let's get Spectral Jig back up. So, all is not lost. If it puts us in the same spot as before, which is what I think it's going to do, then we'll go north. Going south didn't work last time, but it wasn't... It could have been worse. Ish. Probably. Maybes. Click the button. Yes. Next. Alright, this is where we're gonna go this way. Yeah. Watch this put us by the front door. Why did it have to be so difficult? Click. Unclicked. Go this way now. I should be writing this down. Alright, well this didn't work. Try this way next time. I'm going to go to the portal over at this letter, and then go over to this one. Yep. Click. I could probably be using a guide. Really? We're back in the kirin room. Yay, kirin. Which is going to kick us outside. Oh, you use flee, but you're still on auto run, so it isn't effective. There we go. Kirin. Yep. Shame we don't have a pop for him. That would just be too easy. I'm going to cheat. Alright. Northeast Island. Alright. I think I can do that. FF11. I'm going to type in kirin. Faust. Maybe it'll say how to get to him. Boom. There's a lot of discussion. Typhoon, historical background, video, talk. Say how to get to him on the talk pages. Testimonials. What's the sight range on this? Soloed. Immune to slow. Builds. Alright. Can't get to the Northeast Island from here. Oh, we might be able to. Because I'm pretty sure right behind me is blocked. Yeah, I can already tell it's blocked. So let's go this way. The maps for here are so confusing. It's not that they're really confusing, it's just... they're just not very good. Square Enix is all like, we're going to make it impossible for you to actually get the map. We're going to make it very expensive. And then... we're going to, oh no, Snake's wearing off. Whatever will I do? So we apply the Snake. Oh, a Shinryu fight. Sweet. Sorry. Got distracted. I think I go left. It's like, let's look at Crawler's Nest, for example. Back in the good old days, the golden days. To get that map, you had to do, I want to say, 90% of all the Sabina Mayor quest, where he trades you a piece of clay, and then you trade the clay to, oh, I forget, the monuments, so that he can get an etching of the monument. Why you just couldn't write the stuff down for him and say, this is what it said? Maybe he didn't trust you, maybe he trying to recreate them. Probably more to it than that. He probably said why he wanted it to, but yeah, Sabina Mayor quest, that was it. Map. Alright, so I need to go up one. Hit the flee button. Flee's not ready. Darn. Groundskeepers. And then after you traded in, like, you didn't have to do all of them. I think you had to do like all but one or two. Yeah, did it. Was so proud to get Crawler's Nest map. And then you open up the Crawler's Nest map, and it's like, all right, I'm gonna see where the party is, and the party's not on the map because it's kind of confusing. There's several different maps for Crawler's Nest, and you get to the main nest room, and there's like a whole bunch of spoke wheel patterns that you can go to, and you're like, okay, which tunnel do I go down? They're like, oh, we're over by the hidden room. I'm like, where's the hidden room? Well, it's not on the map. Well, what's the point of getting the map? You know, it's like, yeah. And now you can just purchase it for Gil, and I don't know what completing the quest gets you now. Probably just more Gil. I know, I want to kill this fire elemental so bad, but already a little distracted. Most confusing map is the jungle maps. Yes, like they're like no help whatsoever. They're different and they're a little difficult to read. I get that. And they don't exactly show, they show the clearings, but they don't show which clearing connects to what. And I think that's the hard part. But it kind of gives you an idea as to which direction to go. Especially if you go from one clearing to the next and you're like, okay, this didn't put me in a direction that I wanted to, so I'm going to go back to this other clearing, run behind this goblin because I already ran out of sneaking and biz potions, and, you know, those kind of things. This should be the northeast island. Yes. So we're going to go down in here. And did I write down my direction? No, that just makes it too easy. We don't want to do this easy. Kind of want to do it easy. What's going to happen is Dent's going to be probably having to hit one of the doors for us to get us inside. Ruavatu Tau, something like that. You need to go upstairs in here. Okay. I think I remember that one. Boom, boom. Let's go ahead and get the trust NPCs out. Trust, magic, Apururu. While we're summoning her, it gives me time to find Shantoto number 2. Right there. I don't know why her name doesn't stand out. I think it would. Get the flea, followed by the spectral jig. Followed by the map. Make, I believe it's a right. I see it now. We're going to go left and south. Go south for a long ways past the defenders, and then the next room make another left to go upstairs. Thank you, Big Tom. I'd be so lost right now. That's not true. I'd be trying to... What did I mess up? But yeah. You can also get to Mother Globe from here. Not sure which side you need to go upstairs, left or right. Since we've already been to Mother Globe. Let's see. There we go. This is starting to look familiar-ish. Scratch. We still need to go back to Dynamis and try and get ourselves another, whatchamacallit, body. Dancer's body piece. Because I accidentally tossed one thinking it was extras that I didn't have. Gonna take me to Kirin. Watch. Kirin's room. Man. I'm just gonna pull up FF11 auction house, find out who's selling the stone we're looking for. Alright. You can go one of two ways. Let's go... Let's start out with north. Because, yeah. It's either going to work or it's not going to work, right? Especially since the door is open. He turned around, I thought he was going to attack me because that's usually what they do. Like, they turn around, they pause for a moment, Then they swipe you. This is new. Or is it? Probably not. Spectral Jig? Do we need it? Well, doesn't matter because we clicked it wrong anyways. These probably all just magic aggro. Maybe sight. Yep. Internet guy, exterminator, carpet and tile, and sprinkler people have been here now. Woo, sweet. Get her on Ryzen Jima. Click. Go up. Other way it was. You know, it's gonna be two directions one can go. I will pick the wrong one. Spectral Jig. Where is the door opening thingy? Over there. Probably need to click it. If I do, I'm going to use the flee button. Yep, flee button it is. Oh, flee's not ready. So sad. Actually, just a little frustrating, but it's okay. Be ready soon. You cannot use that command while invisible. Why not? Why can't you poke stuff while invisible? That makes no sense to me. It's like the Invisible Man. The most fun he had was poking people. It's like, who poked me? I don't see anybody. And then you hear this disconnected laughter. You know, it's all like, that's such a dry sense of humor. And I need to go this way. That flea's ready now. Yup. No. This way. Maybe. Yep. This way it is. If only we had gotten the stone that we were needing off the, that's what I'm trying to look for. Already forgot it. Come back to me. Maybe. No. The Flotsam. I mean, that's how we got all the other stones. More or less. I'm going to kill a couple of the robots that are out here, just in case what's his name shows up, and then I can zone dent out real quick like. I'm gonna bring out a healer. We're just gonna do them one at a time. And actually I'm gonna put on better shoes. Equipment. 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 Oh, I bet the mouse is messing this up. Alright. I'll start scabbing this one. I said scabbing when I meant stabbing. That's better. Just waiting on this guy. Say that. No despot. Alright, so now we're gonna go... Let's take the right side. We do kind of need despot. I'm kind of tempted to actually just try and pull both sides, but... Yeeks! Ability, weapon skill, Aeolin Edge. Take that, guys. The spot only pops from these in here. That's probably true. The ones that aggro, I would believe. Only in the blue. Okay. Yay for shell. They die so quickly now. And not that this is quick, but, you know. I'm sure he's not behind me. That'd be embarrassing. It's like, hey, there's a despot behind you. I'm like, whoa. First little tar gets a claim on him. Alright. Not attack it then, because reasons. Wait for it. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. So disappointing. Alright. Could get the other one, but don't. So now we're going to run back to the northeast island and hopefully remember which direction not to go. Maybe. Let's see. Gonna need this thing too, won't we? Pincer stone, thank you very much. Come on up, Pururu. So glad I left Dent behind. We would still be. Oh, goodness. I don't want to think how far back we would be right now if he was still with us. I mean, following us. Up here. We're gonna go over here. And like, yay, teleportation. First, you know what might be faster, now that I'm thinking about it? They've got home point crystals on the individual little islands so that you can get to the notorious monster fights faster. Not that I remember where this one takes you, if it dumps you out here or over here, but that might be a thing. Next time that we go to the wrong one, just use your warp ring, take it back to Bastok, hit the home point crystal. Yeah, I might do that. As opposed to, let's see if Despot's up. Not knowing if somebody was there ahead of us. I mean, it is, well, it was prime time. Now it's like 10:30. As the time go in this game? I know, it's always been that way. And it's like, yay, I'm in a good party. Hopefully it'll last 8 hours, and so I can get maybe 1 or 2 levels of experience points. But, yeah. Sounds good. Alright. Oh, I forgot. I almost ran to the portal without actually stepping or hitting the pincer stone. This is one thing I would hope that Square Enix would do away with, is turning these platforms on. They should just be on all the time. I say. Or even better, why don't we hire some engineers from Bastok or even the goblins and just make a bridge that cuts across it? I bet Sid could do it. Yeah. Sid be able to do that. Imagine how much fun that would be, though. It's all like, alright, don't look down while we were making this. I mean, it could happen. We've scanned, or we've, trying to think. Hey, look at that one bridge in North Gustaberg. That would have been a little difficult. I guess it's also getting all the engineers and workers up there because, well, you know, you'd have to run them through the Zalart storyline and get them up to a certain point so they actually get access to Sky, and then they'd all probably discover the truth about the Archduke of Juno and his little brother. Or, I guess it's really his older brother, isn't it? But sorry, spoilers. We're only supposed to do spoilers on Friday. It might be worth it, though. So that the few adventurers that still go up to Sky and farm occasionally, once a week. Alright. We want to trust, we want a Pururu. I'm not going to worry about Shinto to number 2 now. Engineers getting access to Sky. Yeah. That'd probably be Square Enix's reasoning for not building bridges. It's like, well, you have to get everybody access to Sky first, and that's a lot of work. Especially for NPCs, if I remember how to do this. Defenders are side aggro? Sound aggro. Hopefully it was sound. I want to say everything in here was soundish aggro. No, Faust, I believe, aggro's by sight. You know what's going to happen? Somebody else is going to get to him before me. Somebody that knows how to get to him. Yes. Alright. We're going to do things a little bit differently this time, too. Because Square Enix did give us one important tool. Alright, zoom all the way in so you can get it actually correct. Exit out, hit the map button, hit a marker button. Marker. We're going to call this one. Why is it over there? Game sometimes. Map. Marker. Marker. Okay, it's going to go show it off there, so that's fine. F-A-U-S-T. Faust. So now, when you pull up the map, and you zoom all the way out, I'm trying to look at where do we go for Faust, and it's going to be over there. Even though that's... Hey, up here. I'd give up, Square Enix. That's not true, I don't give up, but I'm getting a little frustrated. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, map, marker, elite, marker. Faust, you can move the marker with your controller. I'm gonna take your word for it. Elite. I don't even get it. Press the markers, then use your controller to move it and put it down. Alright. Let's try that again. Marker. Marker. Oh, okay. Except my mouse is wanting to do things differently. Because, you know, I've tried disabling the mouse for this game. Doesn't really work out that way. Alright, so delete that one. Like, seriously. Well. And then this one. Check. Will it let me move it? No. Delete. And then this one. Delete. Let's just step on the platform. Thank you, Big Tom. Another thing I didn't know about. It's probably why I never used markers that much. I remember it being different, though. Map. This is where we screwed up last time. Spectral jig. And we're going to go this way. I say screwed up. And this is when we had like 2 choices. And we picked the wrong one. Turning off the invisibility. Hopefully this is the blue doorknob. Yes. Sorry, blue monolith. What it's called. And my controller's going go east here. Yep. Kitty cat yesterday decided that the monitor was something that deserves to Touche Tuesday. Hello, zeros. It has been a long, long time. Happy Tuesday to you. We're trying to find Faust. He's up. We saw him on widescan earlier. Alright. Map. Marker. Marker. And click it right here. And we're going to call this one AUST. Faust. Alright. Chat delay is so annoying. It can be. Lanos, Theoden and I were playing around with, hold on. Discord servers. Up. I'm not gonna worry about Spectral Jig. I'm gonna run right into them. So that we could communicate in real time because we were playing Final Fantasy XIV together. The downside, though, was it created, since I've got a surround sound system, it created a ton of, what's the word I'm looking for, echoing, so that it was real difficult. And yeah, you got to him, like, finally. Now we got to get out of here. Well, that's not true. We got to kill him first. If I remember correctly, yeah, Typhoon is what he likes to do. This is why, whenever fighting him, we would usually bring him back to this room or this room so that the tank could be like over here, and then the healers could be up here, and they'd be not on the same level, so yeah, feedback. Thank you. Well, it was echoey, and they really couldn't, nobody could really understand what they were saying, but, so I need to get headphones and just... that way I can keep the Discord server open, talk to everyone that way, and then there not be the feedback from the microphone and stuff like that. I tried turning off certain speakers, seeing if that would help. And it did to a degree. It's just sometimes I had to turn the volume up, and yeah. No, there was no feedback, it was an echo. When Theoden and I would talk, it would echo our voices. Yep. And not a fun echo, either. Okay, so only one Summerstone dropped. That's a shame. I'm taking it, though. Alright, dent. Better pass on this, sir. And pass. I'll let you take that one, though. The Oblation. Abjuration. And I'll pass on that one. There we go, now we both get something. Yay! So now we can finally... Feedback would be the annoying noise that would get louder and louder noise that gets, well, annoying. It is annoying. Alright, so how am I going to do this? I'm going to do a warp ring. That's going to be faster. Then we're going to do item, and I'm going to do warp ring. Wonder what the mushroom saute. Serving a mushroom saute, a sumptuous blend of fungi sauteed in rich, creamy butter. That would probably, if you're going to start doing FF11 recipes in real life, that might be a good one to go with. But yes, sorry. Inner sound tech from my younger days came out there. We all got little things that, you know, we just have to set the record straight on. There was, I remember, I'm going to refer to it as an argument. Another person probably just refers to it as nerd rolling his eyes. He was complaining about his chemistry final that he was supposed to be studying for, but instead he was playing FF11. I'm assuming it's a he. Might have been a she. Probably a he. To go. The periodic table. Why did scientists have to make it so confusing? Ugh, is what he typed. And I'm looking at this, and usually I don't even... Everyone has brain farts sometimes, yes. usually I don't even pay attention to the link shell chat, especially when they're doing that. But that one caused my eye to twitch. And I had to type, yay, go kill some gods. I had to type out, sorry, scientists didn't make the periodic table, they discovered it. And just arranged it in such a way to make it less confusing. We were looking for Rise of the Zalart areas, we were living in Ruan Gardens, using tabs, get Dentral outside. You know, I don't even think I need to bring Dent along since he doesn't have top items for everything, or for everyone. Yeah. We're just gonna go around, kill him one time. Who are we gonna bring? Let's bring a Puru. Been doing good. And he's all like, you don't discover a chart. And I'm like, periodic table's not a chart. It's a table. And they discovered it. And they arranged it in such a way that naturally occurs in the environment by stuff. I don't remember because it was like 20 years ago. And he was just one of those types that refused to believe the truth. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why that bothers me. But it does. Discovered the elements and came up with a way to classify them. That worked. Yeah, you can solo them all easily. I believe in you. Yeah, and anybody else that we put in here is just going to interfere with our treasure hunter. So, Enter Stone. I better double check, make sure I actually got the Summer Stone in the inventory. That'd be embarrassing. There it is. It's always been there. Periodic table isn't confusing. It's based on numbers and organized as such. But I mean, is common sense being breeded out of humanity, or just Americans in general? It kind of seems that way. Maybe I'm just getting older. Probably just getting older. I'm starting to turn into, oh, dang nabbit. In my day, we had a TI 85, and we liked it. I don't even know if I'd know how to use a slide rule if I had to. But yeah. Straight out Compton, hey now, what's going on? Oh, we're just venting over the periodic table. But yeah. And happy Tuesday. We are going to go to our first god, which I believe this one is going to be Siryu. I believe. Probably wrong. Been wrong before. Out. Now that we spent an hour and a half just trying to get to the Faust room, I did leave a trail of breadcrumbs for next time, though. So that, you know. Like, how do I get to Faust again? I should put Faust / Summerstone. Yes, I'll do that next time. Alright. Use the portal. There's going to be somebody else here fighting him. Watch. Man, now we gotta wait for the triple question mark to go down. One. Now, I'm just grinding up a new job from level 1. Thief is up. Congratulations! The age we live in now, everyone needs info now, so people have lost patience. I'm going to pull up a map or a guide real quick here because I want to be sure that if an abjuration drops. Abjuration. I'm texting, I'm gonna say abjuration. Sorry. Not what you wanted. That's the wrong button. Close that one. You want, I guess it's not gonna do it. Google. Spreadsheets are awesome when playing video games. Use the right mouse. I have 3 mice on this little itty bitty. It's not even a coffee table, it's just like a little bench. Go to Google Sheets. Guy is not Google Slip number 1. You would think it'd be number 1 because Guy came out before everything else, but it's the stuff, the abjurations and all that stuff is on number 2. Okay, so roll up. There we go. Dance in the zone. We be good. Gotta go over here, get that one out. These gods can now also drop 2 seals for Kirin. Yep. Someone said something like, never in mankind's history have. Hang on, accidentally pressed enter there. Alright, here's a question. If you trade all 8 things, will it just take the 2 that you need? Has anybody ever had the guts to try this? Or is it going to take them all? There's Saryu. And let's, are you playing on multiple computers, or do you have a virtual machine to dual box? Nope. Cyndaquil is on the Windows 10 machine, which is why the graphics look so awesome, and I need to remember not to vent about NVIDIA's new graphics card that's going to be less than what I paid for. Dentrol is on a Windows Vista machine, and I use this controller for him. And Song, I don't know if you can see the TV behind me, he's on an old Windows XP machine, and I haven't even bothered to get out of my chair to get his controller off the recharging dock, because he doesn't even have access to Sky. That's why I need to be working on Song soon. Things definitely going to take a while to go down. Let's change out the feats, see if this increases our DPS. Should. I know. Shouldn't be doing it this way, but I am. Because it's Saryu, and he's awesome. I'm trying to turn names off. Wow, Windows XP, nice Vista also. I remember those days. That's really the only way I can differentiate them now. They're like Windows 10, Vista, XP. We used to have the Xbox 360 in the mix as well, and when they dropped support for the Xbox, that's when we grabbed the XP machine out of storage, and rest in peace, Vista. It's not that bad. I mean, it's got a ton of... What's the word I'm looking for? Saryu uses 100 Fist? I didn't know Saryu was a monk. Well, Saryu is now my second favorite Sky God, with the alcoves still being number 1. Everyone hated Vista, but it's because they didn't have the machines to support it. Never in mankind's history have so many used something so much, yet so few have a basic understanding of. They were speaking of the internet and stuff like smartphones. I don't know. I don't think mankind really understands fire, and we've used that for a long, long time. Alright, we got a pair of Saryu's coat, Dradic Abjuration head, and a spool of Marlboro fiber. Let's see what we can... Let's see what we need. Plus button. Saryu's coat, those are hands. And I've already got them, so I'm going to pass on the coat. Treasure. Oh, actually, I'm going to cast low on that. Pass on that one. Pass on that one. Pass on that. Dradic Abjuration head. Do I have that one? Going to be... Wrong button. Sorry. Jura Zunari Kabuto. I've got the normal one. I don't have the +1. So I'm going to steal it. Cast thought, and also take that. So not a lot of drops, but yeah. Well, Vista Pro and X34 based were better. I think that's what. Yeah, that's what I. Because here's the backup. The long story. The Vista computer wasn't a planned purchase. The XP machine that I used to play 11 on, long time, died. And pass on that first one, pass lot on this one, pass on that. Go ahead and take the coat, and then pass on the Dradic Abjuration, and pass on that, because inventory space. On to the next one. We basically picked up a brand new computer that had most of the specs we were looking for, but not all of them, a week before Windows 7 came out. No, it was a month before Windows 7 came out. And they gave me this little flyer with a code number on it that said, when Windows 7 comes out, you know, go to this website and download it, and it'll be fine. And you can get the upgrade for free, and this, that, and the other. But really didn't work out that way. It's chemical reaction. It's just one of the easiest ones to make and sustain well. Hydraulic acid and metal has a pretty interesting reaction. Also pretty easy to make, although dangerous. A week before 7 came out and a free upgrade. Yeah, something like that. But we went to the website. It wasn't working as it said on the flyer, and I tried to call. It was Fry's that I bought the computer from. Called them, sat on hold for 20 minutes, and then like, you know what? We'll just keep Vista. If it doesn't work, then we'll just go out and buy the disc. And I'll be honest, I didn't enjoy the click on FF11 and it pops up a little, we don't know what this is. Are you sure you want to use it? I'm like, yes. Like, all right. And that was really the only thing that I didn't like. And Windows 10 had the same thing, but I was already used to it. And then I was able to find out in 10 how to turn it off. But yeah. Metal needs to be refined, and hydrochloric acid isn't very common in pure forms in nature. I got a computer and had the free upgrade also, and I just recently upgraded from 7 to Windows 10. I did the this other computer that I got. It must have been like 2008 that I picked it up. Checked to see if it would be eligible for a Windows 10 upgrade, and it checked everything, and it said no. Your computer is too old, will not be able to handle Windows 10. It can handle Windows 7. Would you like to purchase Windows 7? I'm like, no. But yeah. And the this Alienware machine that came in, it had Windows 8.2 on it. Maybe it was 8.1, I don't remember exactly. And I'll just admit I didn't like it day one. And then it asked, "You want to install 7 or Windows 10?" I'm like, yes. And then I like 10. Probably the only one that does. This is one of those times I upgraded and it works better. Ain't that right? Boom, boom, boom. Let's talk about NVIDIA cards. I forget. I was never good with numbers, but they have a new NVIDIA graphics card coming out, which is supposed to be almost, if not, I think it is twice as powerful as the Titan, and also $400 less. And I'm like, I'm so glad I didn't spend the extra couple $100 to get the Titan card. But I think I've got a 980 GTX in there. I'm not sure about those numbers, but yeah. Oh, I enjoy 10, however, don't care for Windows 10 Home. I'm not sure if I have Home or Professional. I probably have Home. A strange insignia pointing north is carved into the wall, so this is going to be Byaku, I believe. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Alright, Gem of the North and a Winter Stone. I still can't bring myself to downgrade to Windows 10. Yeah. Oh, it's Turtle! Genbu. Why was I thinking Genbu would be the south? Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait for another one. Job abilities. Sneak attack. Or did sneak attack go? There it is. Wait for it. MMO Blitz is now hosting for 6 viewers. Well, thank you. Pretty awesome. I use Team Red. I have AMD R7 370. Pretty solid card. The original Windows Vista machine came with an AMD card, and I'll admit, it was, for the price, it was nice. It's in that XP machine now, because it wasn't nice enough to play Final Fantasy XIV 1.0 when it first came out, and I had ended up putting like I think it was like a $450 card in there. And don't forget you need to go into the zone behind Genbu. That's the one thing that I remember very well. Apururu runs left, Apururu runs right. Then she runs left again, and then right. And left. Like, I kind of want to do that with her. But maybe she's going to stop and cast a spell now? No. Yeah, I paid $110 for the card, and I play FF14 no problem. Yeah. It's, I remember I tried doing this is 1.0 days. I think it's not as graphics intensive as it used to be, but I did the benchmark for 1.0 with the Vista machine straight out, and it was like, no, doesn't cut it. You're gonna need this. What the f is Apuru doing? She's exercising. She just, her doctor said you need to walk more, and she's like, okay. She's just walking more. Oh, I should have brought Dent so he could use formless strikes on this guy. Oh well. Quick, do a cure spell. There we go. I wonder. I bet I can. Job ability. Can you use Mug when Invincible's up? You can. Yay, an extra 6k that we didn't have before. If only they would make FF11 Street View style map. I swear someone needs to do that. That would be cool. That would be really cool, actually. I don't know how they... Well, I'm sure it can be figured out how to do it. I just don't know if I've got the skills or the patience to do it. You mean where you can have the map open and run around at the same time? Or maybe like on another computer and just look around and zoom in, zoom out. Yeah, that would be neat. Oh yeah, I forgot to cash in. Well, Venomous Claw. All right. Points. So we're gonna cast a lot on the first one, pass on the second, then we're gonna pass on this one. Wormhole Abjuration Feet. Don't remember what that makes, and I clicked Alt Tab on the wrong one again. Just run around virtually in the maps, not for playing the game. Deleted link. Oh, sorry about that. Straight out of Compton. You want to send it to me by private message? I'll go ahead and post it. Actually, no. You know what would be easier? I will do... No, that's the wrong button here. We're going to... Where's the button here? Work out the way I thought it was going to. And there we go. Op user. Alright, try that link again. And then I'm going to also look over here. Wormhole Abjuration. What does Wormhole Abjuration make? I didn't write down what the abjurations were. I just wrote down the name of the mobs. Alright. So that's going on. FF11 Atlas. Oh! Do they even update that still? So I don't think they do. FF11 Wormhole Abjuration. Sorry. Feet. The map of Enidil. Yeah. Or at least what it used to be. This is used to make Crimson Greaves. Okay, I don't think I have that one. Check. Greaves are feet. Yes. There we go. Okay, I have the regular Crimson Greaves. I don't have the Blood Greaves, so... Sorry, Dent. I'm going to take that one too. I guess I should just have simple slot on everything. Cast slot. And let's go ahead and take that one too. Now, treasure. Pass on the first one. Cast on the second one. F the Arctic Wind. Pass on that. Cast slot on that. And away we goes. On to the next god. Which this will be Byaku. I can see the links also. Oh no. I'm lost. Go north. That's probably the right direction. The overlay window, I mean. Oh, I see what you're talking about, where maybe like an add-on or something like that, where you hit the map button here, and then it'll show like a street view version, taken away from the charm. So I remember in the FF11 DAT community, where you could like modify what the armor looked like on your screen, and even characters and the hair and all that fun stuff. They explained how you could take the maps from FF11 Atlas with all the notes on them, and what's the word I'm looking for? Get it so that when you pull up the map in game, it would pull up the FF11 Atlas maps with all those. I never did it. It sounded like a decent idea, but I always thought it kind of took away from living in the game, per se. It's all like, Like Volcrum Dunes, you don't even... those of us from the golden days know that you don't even need to look at a map in the dunes anymore because we just know that zone like the back of our hands. You can have the overlay window if you use Windor, but I wouldn't use it. Alright. Seems Dent doesn't have that setting turned off. LOL. What setting? That... yeah. Writing that on the things to do. Just let people allow links if I start getting flooded with bots, because that never happens. And I can turn it back off. I wonder if I can do that right now. In the middle of a stream. While running to Byaku. And not getting lost. Totally getting lost. Like, who closed this door? Maybe I... you know what? No. Dent... I'm going to use you again to open a door. Hopefully he won't get himself killed. I still have yet to buy the maps on my Quetzy character. That reminds me, Lanos, did you get the scrolls, the black magic spells you were looking for? If not, tell me which ones, and I should get Song to buy. Actually, Song doesn't have max Windy fame, but Cindy does. I'm not sure who came up with the maps, but those things were hard to figure out back in the first few years of playing. You know what it is Square Enix, the guy that was in charge of the maps, he made something that looked decent, good, and the guy was like, no. This isn't what we want. You need to make it more confusing. But why? Just because it needs to be more confusing. I'm like, okay. So he went and made them more confusing, and they submitted them to his boss again, and the boss was like, too much detail on it. You take the detail off. I'm like, oh, yeah? Alright, finally got Dent to a portal. Now I have to get him out of here for the Byaku fight. So I'm just going to leave him in this room just a little while longer until he gets lost. But I think I'm going to try to see if I can run him into the kirin room. This way. Map. Yep. Boom, boom, boom. Oh no. I don't even have a Pururu out. Flash panic. Some were just plain ridiculous. Yeah, they were. It's like the first time you go to C and you're trying to get to the area where whatchamacallit, Limbus and Temenos is, and just looking at the map would make it look like that, you know, you just walk over there. There's no barrier on the map. Fort Gelspa, I think, was one of the more easier ones to navigate. The caves outside of Sandy come to mind. They were nothing like the game map. You mean, the, tomb, Rampier's tomb, or Ordell's caves? The east of it. Oh, you got Grotto, maybe. I don't remember. I wish they let you draw on your maps in-game. I know you can put markers, but that's not enough. I don't know what I would draw. Except, you know, Kirin, go this way. Faust, go this way, you know? Yeah, I could probably draw that. I still need to be going north? Or nope. Forgot to make a left. Alright. Now we're almost at that. Ordell's Caves. That place, I'll agree, was confusing. I remember my very first Echo Warrior. I didn't know what I was doing. They were just like, come on down, we need 18 people. And I'm like, okay, I've got that quest open. Let's give it a try. They didn't tell me that I'm going to need a warp scroll or sneak it in Viz to get myself out. I thought we were all just going to go down there and kill stuff, and then we'd all fight stuff on the way back up, because a lot of players had the level 20, you know, cap gear, but they were much higher level. Me had the level 20 cap gear, but I was level 20. Because wouldn't XP unless I had best gear already. That's just the way I am. I need to get Dent out. The easiest way would be a warp ring, so let's do that. Equipment, already got it equipped. The item, warp ring, and then let's get a Puru back out so we can do the Byaku fight. In real life, I would draw road blockages with lines or drawing an X. I would also put markers where chests spawn and whatnot. That's a good idea. I think I just started memorizing where the chest would spawn. I was like, alright, let's go look over here. Sometimes I've seen ones over here, you know, that kind of thing. Alright, I need to get Dent back over here. Hopefully I'm not going to need him to open up another door. Probably will. I can't get him to run in a straight line. Or I would draw the additional areas like the secret beach and the dunes that don't appear on your game map. One way drops off and stuff. Yes. Traveling to another home point. Do it this way. Tulia. And Ruan Gardens. Which one do you want? Home point number 1 should go to the north. That works. Home point number 1. Yes. Oh, I don't even have to worry about all that fun stuff. So this is Byaku's Island. Not the easiest place to get to. Not the hardest either. Actually, it might be the hardest, but not that difficult. Triple question mark coming up. That's the point of memory. Why is it some things in this game are easier to learn than other stuff in real life? That's what I want to know. A strange insignia pointing west is carved into the wall. So let's use the eastern stuff. Put the good shoes on. Plunderers Poulains. Trade button. Or trade button. Gem of the West. Autumn Stone. Here come, kitty, 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 kitty. Everyone, I give you Byaku, Guardian of the West. You mortals are not worthy to feel my fangs. I hit the attack button, but it didn't attack. But perhaps you might provide a first few moments of entertainment. I wonder if Byaku's, like, using Treasure Hunter on me. But yeah. Memory, I just wanted accurate maps. The maps were accurate. With auto-centering, it confused people. Yeah, and you weren't able to turn the map around, even. But yeah. Do you not use Trust at all? I've got a Pururu out. See? She's not running left and right this time. No, the way I understand Treasure Hunter is I'm just going to let my kitty cat do all the attacking possible. I know I can do abilities like I bully, and then I can use like trick attack and sneak attack, and that'll also get a Treasure Hunter proc on it, but I don't want to do that much damage to it, because I just want to stab it a couple of times. Yeah, Ordell's Cave is just a bunch of levels. And mostly tunnels with bats that link. That was the first time that I found out that bats linked. When I was running for my life for the entrance. And there was one other player going the other way, and he's like, stop, I'll save you. Not knowing that there was like 40 bats behind me. So I stopped. And he was like, oh god, you're on your own. And I'm like, but you told me to stop. And I stopped, and you're... Oh, yeah, that's why we don't play with other players anymore. That's not true. Those other players don't want to do what I want to do in game. See, if I could find 17 other folks... Okay, we got double Aquarian Abjuration dropping. And only one Seal of Byaku? Oh, lame, kitty. Lame. Less Dent already had one. Oh well. Pass. And this is Aquarian Abjuration Head. And then we're going to pass. And pass lot? Sure, why not? And a Lightning Crystal. got a 25-point lot on that lightning crystal. Treasure button. Okay, we're gonna pass on that Silabiaku. We're gonna pass on that Zephyr. Don't knock the controller off my lap, kitty. We're gonna pass on the first one, but we're gonna take the second one and send it to a mule. And we're gonna pass on the Divine Log and pass on the crystal. Because I don't know how much space Dent has, but as much. Switching out the controller, going towards the north, or is it the south we need to go? I think we need to go south. This way. Yeah, that's it. One more god. Then we can go pop kirin. Alright, I'm out for the night. Take care, everyone. Lenos, you have a pleasant evening. I hope to catch you tomorrow night. Tomorrow's Wednesday? Yes. Reminds me, Deoden made a video on how to do lamps in Nizel Isle. So, I need to watch that, memorize it, learn it. Because, oh no, I just realized something. We gotta run back through. We're not gonna do that. Take too long. What we will do, use the warp ring. And we're gonna do Atom, and we're gonna cheat. Well, it's not really cheating. This is not even exploiting. You're just using the tools that the game gave you to make quality of life adjustments. Nice. Was it sunset? Yeah. I kind of wish they would let you see the ground from time to time, but just clouds. I guess it's easier to for stuffs. Boom, boom, boom. Come on. There we go. Alright, so we're going to use this button to travel to another home point. Let's do Julia. Ruan Gardens. Maybe home point number 5? Nope. 4? No. I don't have home point number 3. I mean 2. I don't. That's the one I need. 3 will work. Watch us be right next to Dent. And if it is, then no problem. We'll bring him with us. Like an auto-follow button. Dent, you there? I don't think so. I think we're at different spots. Yeah, he didn't show up. Marker. There he is. Yeah, he's north. Oh well. This way. Actually, let's get a Puru out, now that I'm thinking about her. Russ. Puru. This way. Got one god left. Ah, how lovely to see an adventurer such as yourself working so hard for my unity. And yes. I don't know if you caught that, but she ran up the side of the teleporter. And then she ran down the side. I'm not complaining. I don't think Square Enix needs to work on their mapping physics for NPCs. I think it was cute. But, you know. Just glad that wasn't my job. I feel like, oh no, everyone saw that. Oh well. Managed to get up to 6 out of 7k total before we broke. I don't know what they're talking about. Maybe Ambush God. Probably something else. Boom, boom, boom. And we're gonna go over here. Brandishes her new manpower. And then, yes. The final island, I believe, is Suzaku. Yep. Don't get lost. Hit the flee button. You know, it'd be neat. Maybe. Probably not. You could, I'll remember here in just a moment. I wonder, can you use the Nexus cape if you're in the same zone with a player? And then will it bring you directly to their, where they are in the map? Probably not. And this probably counts as a dungeon, not as a outdoor area. Really don't know. Check. Make sure this isn't... Yeah, this is the right island. Suzaku's Island, here we come. Yeah, that's what the Nexus Cape was for. Cool. Watch Dent not have it. Small wardrobe. Alright. I'm gonna use that this time. I mean, not for this fight, but when we go to Kirin. At least that's the idea. Alright, click button. Alright, strange insignia pointing south is carved in... Sorry, that's not what I meant to do. First things first. Put the opponent's ring on, followed by the Plunderer's Poulains. And let's get another NPC out, just to speed things up a little bit. Let's go with... Oh, I know, Koopa Freed. Wait, he doesn't DPS. He's still cute. Alright. Clicking that button, hitting the trade button. Look at all those abjurations. I have to go shopping soon. Gem of the South with the Summer Stone that took us so long to farm off of Faust. So long. Bird! Birdie, birdie. I am Suzaku, Divine Guardian of the South. You shall die 10,000 deaths for disturbing my repose. So I guess Suzaku's a girl. Koopa Freed is experience buff. No damage. Well, maybe I can do a trick attack off of him. Let's see. And then make him tank. That's it. Yeah. Ability. Job ability. First trick. Hey. I didn't say you could move. Hey, right there. Oh, you see what he's doing? Trolling me. Suzaku looks constipated. Ah! Kitty cat's on fire! Alright, trick attack. Don't you dare... I don't think it worked. Alright, enough of that. I give up. Super free? Yep. Oh yeah, another thing I forgot to do. Mug. Yay, money. He runs away from you while in battle, like a Pururu does. He shouldn't. I wanted a sneak attack. Or trick attack. Not that I really know what I'm doing on Thief. I just leveled it for the treasure hunter. Thinking that, you know, I'll just do an assist macro whenever we're fighting notorious monsters, and, you know, Den will still be my main, and it hasn't really worked out that way. I'm debating who I want to level Thief on next, if Dentrol or Song Garthol. Probably be Song. I think he'd look good in Thief AF. Problems that I come up with for myself. It's not really a problem. Just need to focus more on XPing more often with all my accounts. Because there's a lot of XPing that's left to do, but maybe we'll be doing that during the 10 days of stuff. Alright, so what do we got here? Treasure. Suzaku Sunante. I think I have that one. Actually, I think I have... Yeah, because look at the photo above my head. I think I've got all the god gear now. Yeah. I think it's okay to pass on that. Only one seal of Suzaku. So lame. Passing on that. Passing on that. Neptunal Abjuration. I'm pretty sure we're gonna need that. Right, Abjuration Hands, which I don't think anybody's ever made. And maybe the first one on the server to actually make the Dryatic Abjuration Hand. That's probably not true. Double XP event coming up, and then Chain XP buff at the same time. Get grinding. Yeah. Hitting Alt Tab on the wrong buttons. Wrong keyboard, even. There's Dent. Hit that one there, or that there. Keep head here. treasure. Alright, we're gonna pass on that. That. I'll take that. Pass on that. Pass on that. And pass on that. Oh, tab for a moment and 2 spawn. I hate it when that happens. Alright, so now we got to get to Kirin for fun. And yes, use the portal. Go this way? Sure, why not? Let's go and use the flea. Yeah, I could use the warp scroll. Not the warp scroll, the warp ring. And then just use the survival guide to get us back to the front. That'd be probably a little bit faster. No guarantees. I think what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to pop Shantoto number 2, and then we're going to run down... I don't know what the name of the little street is that Despot spawns on. I'm going to call it Despot Alley. Thoroughfare? Despot Way? Despot Way, I like that. Or Despot Drive. That might be better because double D. Sorry. And... What's called is at 83%. Oh, why am I not in on that? Because we're farming Sky Gear. Because that's better than anything that you could get from Quetzalcoatl. It's not true. There's like nothing that drops in Sky that's better than... That's not true. Kirin pants. That's what we want. Alright, before I forget about it. Where is Shantoto? Despot Way sounds about right. It does. I mean, it does roll off the tongue better than Despot Drive. But yeah, well, used to. Everyone likes DDs. Yes, this is true. It's just not what I was thinking, but yeah. Alright, so now we got the Shantoto. Let's go ahead and put our decent shoes on. I need to make a macro. I mean, I've got a macro to go ahead and put the flea boots on to increase the movement speed by 12%. I should make a macro to, you know, put the level 119 shoes back in, eventually. I also need to clear the content so that I can turn trying to remember the Abizia gear. It's called Empyrean, the Empyrean gear into 119. Actually, I think all I can do right now is get it up to like the 105 or the 109, the mid-level. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't looked too much into it. There are some paladin pieces that look neat. Alright. Ready for you, Despot. Ba-da-dum. Abilities, weapon skill. Time for an Aeolan Edge. Alright, now it's time for an Aeolan Edge. There we go. That might keep a little bit of hate on me, but it's probably going back to Shantoto. You know, when you don't have names on, it's going to be difficult to see if Despot popped. I mean, sure, he's going to be taller than everybody else, and that's usually how I tell the Arcana apart. Yep, I never understood how to do Abizia. I left before Wings of the Goddess. The best way to learn how to do Abizia, unfortunately, is just doing Abizia. It's difficult to explain, or it's difficult for me to explain. But once you just start doing it, and you say, oh, it's a light bulb moment, and then it's all good. Really? Still no Despot? Still? We've been here for 2 hours. It's not that we've been farming nothing but groundskeepers these whole 2 hours, but... I'm just gonna drop soon. He's gonna pop soon, is what I meant to say. Just you can feel something in your gut sometimes. This is one of those times that should stay with it. All right, turn around and attack. Wait, we're supposed to go that way. Ability, weapon skill, hail and edge. Lots of damage. All directions. Back up a little. Back up a lot. Not ready yet. Thought I saw him pop. Thought I was mistaken. There was one time I used to go way into the corner where I didn't think they could get behind. He popped! I just knew it! Oh, that's so awesome. Except I was in the corner all backed up trying to make sure they didn't get behind me. And they didn't get behind me, but apparently there was like this little itty bitty hole that you can fall through, and I fell through the hole and then popped right back up and then fell through it again and popped right back up and then there's a gem of the West. Of course, I probably need that now, so I'll go take it. Cast lot. There we go. Yay! Ah, forgot. Dent. Pass on the gem of the West, please. Thank you. That would have been embarrassing. A little embarrassing. It would have been a lot embarrassing. But yeah. Dun dun dun. And the quill obtains a gem of the West, so that's one less thing we gotta farm next week. Probably. That's all we'll get on Flotsam this week, is gems of the West. I'm thinking. Alright, so let's see if I can get Dent to join us using his Nexus Cape item. Nexus Cape. I like that. Thank you, Zeros. The party leader is either in an area beyond warping range or a place you have yet to visit. Can't use a Nexus Cape here. Oh, we're in the same zone. Is there anything here he needs? I'm gonna pass on that one. See if he'll take it. Treasure. Cast a lot. There we go. Alright. Dent. Join us quickly, please. Traveling to another home point in the current region. Sandoria is fine. Northern Sandoria is even better. By the entrance. Yes, please. He's doing a little thing right now. Well, that's happening. I need to finish off what's left in this cup so I can reuse it for another cocktail. Cheers. It's 7-Up and whiskey time. Mrs. comes back home on Thursday, which means I need to start cleaning this place up. She's probably watching. And she's gonna know, like, I know how messy you are. Sure, pretty messy. But I don't want her thinking that, you know, I'm wallowing in my own filth. That's all off camera. Can't even open the bathroom door anymore because of the laundry that's piled up behind it. There's 2 bathroom doors. Don't worry. Where's the missus at? She, for Mother's Day, went to go visit her mom and her grandmother out in San Angelo. Grandmother's in San Angelo, mom's in Keller, so I dropped her off in Keller and they drove out to San Angelo. I pick her up Thursday morning. Teleportation assistance, yes. You want Rise as alert areas. Ruan Gardens. Traveling using tabs. There we go. And I don't know how to say that. Is it tainted? That's nice. No. Let me know how close I came to that, but happy Tuesday to you too. I don't remember it being this dark. I guess it's in a coffee cup. Not that bad. Not that good. Alright, then. Wrong controller. This way. Now I gotta get Dentral down Despot way. So we can join Miss Cyndaquil. Do I want him taking part in the kirin fight? Do I need him taking part in the kirin fight? Probably not. But the good thing is he can just pretty much auto run the whole way. I really should go the other way since I know how to get to kirin that other way now, but I've always gone this way. Pop kirin, but yeah. Could do a creative stream. Folding laundry with Dent. Next time the server goes down for maintenance. Just might. Who would watch that? Dentral ironing all his work clothes from Dickies. I mean, that's the whole reason why we bought Dickies, so that you didn't have to worry about taking them to the dry cleaners. Leave them in the dryer. Hit the oh no, Dent! Why'd you do that? He got off centered and auto ran into a wall. Kind of embarrassing. Alright, so who do we need? Rust. We need a Pururu. You know what? I'm gonna bring out a tank. Who do I want? Who's not gonna do too much damage? Who's the... There we go. It's the worst tank I have. Well, minus the unmentionables, it might be fun. Probably, but I don't know if I could make that fun. Get alcohol, that would make it fun. Alcohol makes everything better. Spectral Jig, noob. For the decorative weapons. Hear ya. I was so scared of these things back in 75. It's like the hold on a sec. Oh, I see what I did wrong. Okay, never mind. It's like I'm pretty sure Dentral has access to Sky because he's fought kirin before. Yeah, but it wasn't letting me go through the door, so I was like, I think I did something wrong. And I did. I just forgot how to get into this main room. But oh well. Drinking and laundry, what could possibly go wrong? Leave the iron on, down. And then, you know, the smoke detectors. When smoke detectors go off, 1% of the time it's because your house is on fire. 99% of the time it's because your cooking skills need improvement. When I do ironing, it's the 1% of the time because your house is on fire. Alright, so we got 1 seal of Genbu, 1 seal of Seiryu, 1 seal of Byaku, 1 seal of Suzaku, and an OK button. A soft voice echoes throughout the hall. And then he comes up from behind. I am Kirin, master of the Shijin, the one who stands above all. You, who have risen above your mortal status, to contend with the will of the gods. It is time to reap your reward. Alright. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Alright, don't lose hate now. Comes Deadly Hold. Let's do everything. There we go. Sneak attack. Booyah. I don't know if that had a treasure, but a soft voice, but yeah. He's like whispering to you. Because look at this face. Isn't that the face of somebody that you want whispering to you in the middle of the night? Hey, he's so cute. Those teeth, whiskers, horns coming out of the ears. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to try a trick attack. Because... No, 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 not Kirin's avatar. Oh, I hate it when that happens. Alright. Let's do trick attack on Neijing. For some reason, I feel like his voice wouldn't exactly be soft. We're gonna eat a heat breath. Wasn't so bad. If I was on a paladin, I would forget to cast Holy right now, because we just did a light. It looks like we put all the hate back onto the tank, so yay for that. Boom, boom, boom. Ba-da-da-dum. You know what else I forgot to do? I had 2 Kirin's episodes. I was supposed to trade one. Well, I did trade one to Mon. I was supposed to trade another one to Miniden, so that all my characters can have a Kirin episode one day. Because we're going to be leveling them up to level 75 eventually. Or 99, even. It'd be neat to do it in style. Or at least for that level point where you can actually wear the Kirin's episode to get in the Abizia gear. Oh, who's he going to summon this time? Be Siryu. Oh, it's Genbu. Oh, I hate Genbu. It's not true, I don't hate Genbu. He just takes a while to kill. Yay, 5,000 limit points. I think it was Forrest Gump that basically said, that's all I have to say about that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 11:35, 2.5 hours into the stream. We only got about 25 minutes left. All our farming tonight has basically accumulated to 2 pieces of shining cloth and 2 wind crystals. It's FF11. You cannot cast slots. Your inventory's full, noob. Pass. 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 And pass. I should have screenshotted that. Oh well. That's Sky, everyone. Let's see. Are there any other easy mobs that I can go after? I don't think. I mean, there probably is, but Faust won't be up for like another 6 hours. I know. Let's go shopping. Yeah. Let's equip that warp ring and get the fuck out of here. Neijing! This may be the first time I've actually used you in combat. You didn't do too bad. His little claw hand is bothering me. I wish he'd stop that. And that's just... I understand back in the old days when people had to get amputations and then like the claw thing was basically was high tech back then, but there's just something about it that unnerves me still to this day. But oh well, probably just human nature. Maybe I'm just a wuss. Probably closer to it. All right. So where are we gonna go? We're going to the auction house. Now, Bart's knife. I'm afraid to Google that. I mean, I kind of want to, but at the same time. Hey, I'm out. Nice to catch up with you again. Big Tom, it's been great. I don't know if I would have ever, we would still be trying to make it up to Faust right now. Without you. Hope to catch you again. Also, if you're still here, what server are you playing Final Fantasy XIV on? If you don't mind me asking. Be awesome if we're on the same one, but I did. Open the box. Which one do you want? Oh, you already opened that one. Never mind. Boom, boom, boom. Sorry. Singing along with the best stock music. 59 out of 80, so we got plenty of space. First thing we're going to be looking for Dradic Abjuration head. And then hands. Lich. Alright, Asura for FF11 and Behemoth for 14. Awesome. I'm on Matthias. 14. Not that I've played it since this is first of a EU server, as I'm in England. That makes sense. Which is also like, what? Early morning for you. Or it'd be early morning for me. Yeah, I wouldn't get up that early. Not even if a job said to. Sorry. What do I need? Need to pay better attention to what I'm doing here. Going to minimize this thingy. Roll it over here. Let's go and take a look at the Dradic Abjuration stuff first. So, ground body. Going to the left. Alright, so if we... Right, back up. Drag Abjuration head. So we need a Shuna Zurai Kabuto cursed item +1. There probably isn't any, but let's bid others cursed items. We got lucky last week. There was like 1+1. Ooh, there's a cursed Togi this week. I might need that still. Cursed Haidate, cursed Salada, mufflers, breeches. Time for bed. Gotta be up for work in 5.5 hours. Oh wow. Get some sleep. Try not to dream of FF11. First Damotica -1. I don't even know if I have the Oh no, don't be that expensive. Really don't be 7 million. It's gonna be 7 million, isn't it? Nobody makes these anymore. Just gonna try 1 million. I don't want to spend everything on it, but you can make money back quickly nowadays. You were unable to buy the cursed Damonica for 1 million. Alright. About 2 million. That's all the money I've got. Run up. So sad. Oh well. For Slacks. What else do they got? Any -1 stuff that doesn't cost more than 2 million? First helm, leggings, gloves, gauntlets, sabaton. This is all going into the other things. X coordinate. Nope, 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 and nope. That'd be like a reason to level White Mage right there. Show that off. Or standing down with it on. Well, you would need the complete set to really be pimp. Okay, so nothing else up here. Alright, so don't need to worry about that one. We do need the Shuratogi +1. But we'll take the regular Shuratogi, which is this one. How much does this go for? That's not that bad. Oh my god. Bid 10k. Thank you very much. I'll take it. Maybe. You buy the Cursed Togi. Awesome. So what's next on the list? Drag Abjuration hands. I'm pretty sure I have the Dradic Abjuration body from last time. Just don't remember where I put it. There it is. Dradic Abjuration body. That's probably what dropped from Kirin, but both Dent and Cyndaquil have the Dradic Abjuration body. And yeah. Alright, so I don't think it had the hands, did it? Haidate, do I need the pants? First coat. Has anybody ever bought these? Somebody even spent 1 million on it earlier this month. Well done, Farkle. Or is it Farkey? Alright, so what's the next one that we got? Item and Marshall. Oh wait. Acquiring Abjuration. This is for purifying a cursed crown, which would be the Zenith crown, I'm imagining. And this is one that I had from last time as well. No, that's got the X. So I already have the Zenith crown. So we're gonna need this one for the +1 version. Martial Abjuration head. This is for purifying the cursed dollar, which would be the Koenig dollar. Let's see if I've got that for sale on the auction house. I need to learn how to make the on my tunes. That would be cheaper. Maybe even more fun. Especially if you get the +1. Like, oh! I think that's the only way we're going to be able to get the -1 versions. Is by maxing out our crafting skills. Alright, so there's the Schaller. They don't... Oh, there was one a couple days ago. Oh well. This guy... Why is he buying them up? Do they NPC for more than 30k? This one bought 2. Huh. How often do these sell? There was one earlier this year for 4 million. Yeah, you definitely need to get on the boat on that one. All right, Wormhole Abjuration legs. This is for purifying cursed Luises. So that was the using the wrong one. It's okay to post a link, right, for Bartholomew's knife? Yeah, that's fine. Do it. The only thing I really don't want you posting links to is like porn or anything that could get me in trouble. And everyone's gonna start posting links to porn now. They're like, well, not what Dent wants, so let's do it. All right, Wormhole Abjuration legs. So I believe it's gonna be Crimson Cuisses or Blood Cuisses. Whoa. It's from the FF11 wiki. Oh, so advertisements beware. Yeah. So let's look for Cursed Cuisses. We're going to do bid, others, first item. Did I already pass it? Probably did. Cursed Mask. There it is. Cursed Cuisses. Price history. I'm gonna check one thing real quick because I thought last week. No. Maybe it was these. No. Oh well. I'm thinking of something else then. Alright, this is Cursed Greaves. This is not what you were looking for. There's Cursed Cuisses. That's what you're looking for. Price history. 30k. Is my name anywhere on this? Nope. Or dense even. 1, 2, 3. Yay! We got that one. What's next? It's like a bad way to do this. Wormhole Abjuration Feet. That is the Crimson Greaves, and that one I already have. So I would need the -1 variety, and I'm pretty sure I already checked that. They don't have any -1. So finally, Neptunal Abjuration. This is for Cursed Leggings. Or which one that would be. Look again. First leg. It's probably the Zenith slacks, would be my guess. Let's take a look. Probably be able to recognize it just from the icon. Bid, others, cursed items. First slacks. No? That cursed. I already forgot. That's my short-term memory kicking in now. First leggings. Leggings. Bid, others, first. Gonna be here. Breeches, slacks, first Dykhlings, fleeces, subligar, sap. Oh, they're going up to shoes now. Fleeces again. There it is. I think leggings would go on the legs. Makes sense to me. Alright, so it's going to be a feet item. And the only one we have is the Crimson Greaves, but let's not be a fool. Let's not do this twice. Let's just look up what cursed leggings are for. Boom, 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 boom. Wait. Cursed Greaves. Curse. I misspelled cursed. Legging. Click. To make cursed leggings, you would need Hecatome leggings. Okay, that's going to be down here. I don't have that one. Alright. You need angel skin, tiger leather, 2 tiger leathers, wyvern scales, and bonecraft 94, and some leather crafting. Not a bonecrafter. She's nowhere near 94, though. So, how much do these go for? 40k? We're going to spend 2 million earlier on something that probably wasn't even that much better. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. You buy the cursed leggings for 40k. Alright. And while we're here, did anything sell? The Hyper Ether sold. Neat. Probably had it listed too, though. And how much would a stack of this go for? Really? Nobody's sold. There we go. 300. Really? It's gone down to 300k? Line demand, I suppose. Watch it come back to me. It's okay. I'll use it. I still got relic stuff to increase, but we're also going to need some money. Alright, so next stop is going to be Sandoria. I can see where this goes. I'm going to do button. Travel to another home point. We'll do current, not the current region. Sandoria, up here. Northern Sandy, home point number 2. With a yes, please. Now I get a chance to open up this link in another tab. See where this takes me. To Bartholomew's knife? Did you mean Bartholomew's knife? Article Bartholomew was not found. What do you want to do? Really? And now I got an advertisement loading for Overwatch. And I'll tab here. No, that didn't work. That's better. Try the click again. Bartholomew's knife. Might have to copy and paste it. Okay. Here we go. Now it's loading. Level 71. Additional effect, water damage. This effect activates approximately 20% of the time and more frequently when fighting lower level monsters. Damage ranges between 8 to 80 damage, that's pretty high, depending on the monster's level and water resistance. The additional effect, water damage, deals no damage to Brigandish Blade. Let me guess, it drops off Brigandish Blade. That'd be my guess. Mini quest. This item is obtained by trading a Buccaneer's knife. That sounds familiar to the triple question mark that appears at the south end of the room that Brigandish Blade is spawned in. If your first trade fails, you can try again with the same Buccaneer knife. Each time Brigandish Blade is killed, there is no need to get a new Buccaneer's knife after each attempt. If the pillar is not ready to morph the knife, you will just receive the nothing happens message. Neat. Alright. Where are we going? Click the door, open it up. And roll that up there. What's the first one we're going to make? Let's see. We're going to trade the Cursed Togi. Now let's leave that one for last. I really like the Togi. Alright, this is going to be the Cursed Leggings, so... Cursed Leggings. We're not even going to read all the stuff that he says. He says a lot of stuff. Bum-ba-da-dum. Bum-ba-da-dum. What do we get? Come on, come on, come on. Oh, I had to click the button. All expecting it to happen on its own. May the gates of paradise open unto the Hecatomb Leggings. Yay. Next. Going to be Cursed Fleeces. Due to a curse has been placed upon them. So we're going to need... I forget. I tried more than a few times to get that stupid... I don't know if I would have the... Actually, I know I wouldn't have the patience for that. That's why I never liked Notorious Monster Farming. I was like, if you can buy it on the auction house, I would much rather slash fish for hours on end and feel like I'm making progress. And then just buy it off the auction house. Versus, did it drop? Yeah, we go. Wait. Do it again. Do it again. Alright, may the gates of paradise open unto thee. Yay, Crimson Queases. And finally, the piece that I like best. The Dryatic Abjuration body. With one Cursed Togi. Click the OK button. This was like the second piece of a... Or was this... Did I get the body before I got the... Sure, his pants. I can't remember it right now. Togi. No, Togi's the body. It'll come to me when I stop thinking about it. Haidate. That's it. Yes. Sorry. Y'all probably already typing it. I had the Buccaneer's knife. Just never could seem to get the trade to work after the blade was killed. That's lame. Very next. Just saying. You should be able to do that. Alright, so let's take a look here. Let's do macros. Zoom in quite a bit too. See all the pieces. Maybe it'll let it show up. Macro. That button. That's bizarre. Macro. Edit macro. We're gonna call this one. Let's do it on Thief. Confirm. That's not those macros you're looking for. There we go. There's an R piece. What does it look like? Edit. Oh, it's the 4th Division stuff. Okay. Not too worried about that. Just none of that's on me right now. We didn't get a new body, so let's just remove the piece. I mean, we didn't get a new head. Let's just remove that piece. Let's go ahead and put on the Shiratogi. And then we did get new pants. Yep. Then we also got new feet. Alright, and then what does this look like? Look. The appearance of the... Yeah. Wow. That makes her look skinny. Alright, so... New shoes? Shoes are okay. I kind of like the red in the pants. Those are pretty neat. But let's be honest. That Shiratogi? Yeah. That's what it's all about. I gotta make sure that all 3 pieces get traded over. So... Do I have it on me currently? Might. Doesn't look like it though. Be down at the bottom. Yep, there it is. Number 2. Tulia, Lumoria, and Limbus. Or Unity equipment with a Porter Moogle. So... You know what's going to happen. I'm going to trade this stuff over and we're going to be naked. So... Macro again. Edit equipment set. Do I have one for Thief? There we go, Thief set. What does that look like? That's good. Style lock it. There we go. That way we won't be naked and people are like, Mithra and undies. Not what I wanted to watch tonight. Alright, so one kirin is sewed, followed by... No, not the kirin's is sewed. It's the Shiratogi, the Crimson Kuises, and the Hecatome leggings, followed by a storage slip number 2. Heart eyes, like that. And then click the OK, and you better say all 3 pieces then. Otherwise it's going to be like I messed up. Already had one. Just do it. Screwed it up, didn't I? The Hecatome leggings. Why did I not have that marked? Because I'm a noob. Going back over here. Oh well, I'm marking it now. Caps lock on, X button there. Alright, so we won't make that mistake last time. Usually what I like to do is I put a little X down on this map so that I know what I have versus what I have. Shiratogi now has an X next to it, and this is going to need some work because I probably also plug the name of the Abjurations up. Oh well. What was the last one? It was the... Here, I'll find it. It was legs. I remember that much. Let's just look on the legs. Was it the Crimson Cuises? I think it was. I think it was. Where's the trade button go? There it is. Trade number, storage slip 2. Click the OK button. Retrieve an item. Oh, we got 2 pages now. That makes me feel better. There it is. Crimson Cuises. X button next. Alright, so still a long ways to go. Because there is a lot of stuff that you can shove in this thing. Alright, so what time is it? Oh! Wow. Couldn't have planned that any better. Well, we might have been able to plan it better, but we didn't. The way it happens. So, where's Dent? Dent's still in. I left him in Sky. Sorry, Dent. Didn't mean to do that. Item. Do a warp ring. And then I'm going to trade over all his stuff. So all we'll need to do is spawn Faust one more time next week. Ish. Alright, so this controller will get me over here. Tomorrow's Wednesday? Yeah. Tomorrow we're going to be doing Neasel Isle. We're going to try and get floors 80 to 100. Traveling to another home point, let's do Sandoria. Port. By the Mog House, so we can get up to Dent. Heading out to see a Dent. Don't forget the laundry. And we got enough clean clothes for tomorrow. Actually, the garbage hat boxes. Need to get those done. Starting to smell bad. They have like garbage pickup in the morning before 9 o'clock. Just means I have to actually wake up before 9 o'clock. Take the laundry down 3 flights of stairs. Not the laundry. Garbage. There's Mr. Dentroll. We're going to do a slash trade. He's going to follow up with a slash trade. And then we're just going to click the OK button here. He's going to go ahead and give me all his lucky drops. I'll have him hold on to the Seal of Genbu and Stereo, but other stuff, he's just going to be taking up space. And he's got tons of mules that want to send him more. The OK button there. OK button there. So now we got 7 out of 8. We just need to kill Faust again, and Cynical is ready for a another fun time. I don't know why I ran her into the Mog House. This isn't her home nation. But, you know, if you're going to end it, might as well end it with what you call it music. Moogle Mog House music. What I should do. When the missus comes home, just have this song playing in the background. What's up, kitty? She wants to be fed. Because it's eating time. Alright, y'all. Thanks for watching. We made a little bit of progress. 2 pieces of gear. Not 3. I don't even know what I'm going to do with this other piece. Maybe I'm going to trade it to the Gobby box. Yes. And I also need to work on skilling up crafters. Alchemy's closest. We'll try and get that one done. And yeah. So, tomorrow night, Neasel Isle, probably a different picture. I want to... You can't see what I'm doing here with the mouse. There's like so much space above her head, but if I try and move this up some, it's like, it's all black. So, all offset. Well done, Dan. Yeah. Feels like it just hit it. Flip it out. Yeah, not the thing here, but oh wells. It's Sky. What can you do? Y'all have a great time. Stay safe. Have fun. Don't get caught. Not in that order. I'll catch you next time. Bye.